good to begin. So, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I just want to apologize for the issues during the last class. I was present in the class, but I had some technical difficulties with my microphone and was also delayed by traffic. I appreciate your understanding, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to present today. So, I will be presenting on the topic, Deconstructing Orientalism, Analyzing Identity and Post-Colonial Critique in Tayeb Salih's Season of Migration to the North through Edward Said's theories. This presentation will explore how Salih's novel reflects and critiques the concepts of identity and Orientalism as theorized by Edward Said. So let's begin. As an introduction, we will explore in this presentation, the complex interlay between identity and post-colonial critique in Tayeb Salih's novel, Season of Migration to the North. Using Edward Said's theory of Orientalism as a lens, we will, of course, analyze how Salih challenges and enriches our understanding of cultural identity in a colonial and post-colonial context. So at first, I will introduce Tayeb Salih and his novel, followed by an overview of Said's theories. Let me actually begin with the overview of the theory, the Orientalism. So as we know, Edward Said's concept of Orientalism refers to the Western portrayal of Eastern societies as exotic, backward, and fundamentally different from the West. In his seminal work, Orientalism, his book, Said argues that these portrayals are not merely representations, but are deeply rooted in power dynamics. Orientalism is used to justify colonialism and imperialism by portraying the East as inferior and in need of Western intervention. Talking about Tayeb Salih, he was born in Sudan in 1929 and is one of the most, of course, important figures in the modern Arabic history, as we took in our course. His works, including Season of Migration to the North, reflect the cultural and political upheavals in Sudan during and after colonial rule. Salih's our own experiences as a student in Europe and his observations of Sudan's sociopolitical, of course, landscape deeply influenced his writing, and of course, especially in the novel we have today. Talking about the novel, Season of Migration to the North is the story of an unnamed Sudanese narrator who returns to his village after studying in Europe. So the novel intertwines with the story of Mustafa Said, a mysterious figure who also lived in England. The narrative explores cultural conflict, identity crisis, and the, of course, psychological effects of colonialism. It paints a vivid picture of what we can call the complex dynamics between the East and the West. Talking about the phrase identity and the post-colonial critique in the novel. In the novel, Tayeb Salih delves into themes of identity and post-colonialism. He portrays the challenges faced by individuals who navigate the remnants of colonial rule, particularly the clash between traditional Sudanese values and Western influences. Salih examines how colonial experiences shape the characters' identities, revealing the psychological scars left by imperialism. When we want to apply Said's theory to the novel, Edward Said's theory of Orientalism provides let's say, a valuable framework for analyzing Season of Migration to the North. The novel reflects Said's ideas by showing how Western perceptions of the East influences the characters' experiences. Mustafa Said's time in England exemplifies, for example, let's say the objectification and exotification of the East, while the narrator's identity struggle illustrates the internal conflict resulting from the colonial legacy. Talking about a critical reception, as you can see in the picture, this is a page from the New York Times, actually, talking about Mustafa had a way with women, talking about some feminism theories in the novel of Season of Migration to the North. Talking about the critical reception, the novel has been widely praised for its exploration of identity and post-colonial themes. Critics have commented Salih for his nuanced portrayal of cultural conflict and his insightful critique of both Western and Sudanese societies. The novel has been analyzed through various theoretical perspectives, which underscores its thematic depth and significance in contemporary lecture. Before I conclude my presentation, I would like to delve a bit deeper into the academic implications of this topic. The exploration of identity and post-colonial critique in Season of Migration to the North not only enriches our understanding of the psychological and cultural impacts of colonialism, but also opens avenues for further academic research. So scholars, for example, might explore how Salih's work intersects with other post-colonial theories, such as those by Homi Bhabha or Gayatri Spivak, who also addresses issues of identity, hybridity, and, for example, the subaltern experience. Additionally, examining these themes in the context of Western literature can provide further insights. For instance, Milan Kundera's novel Ignorance, as it's called in French, or in English, Ignorance, explores the identity and exile in ways that resonate with the struggles depicted in Salih's novel. Similarly, in the English literature, we have, for example, Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness offers a complex portrayal of colonialism and its psychological impacts, which can be contrasted with Salih's critique of both Western and Sudanese societies by comparing Season of Migration to the North with these Western works. We can better understand the universal and varying approaches to themes of identity, displacement, and colonialism. Furthermore, and the last point, future research could focus on the portrayal of gender and the intersectionality of race and gender in Salih's work, which remains an underexplored area in our situation here. There is also potential in studying the reception of Salih's novel across different cultural and, let's say, some linguistic contexts, as an example, which could reveal how his critique of colonialism resonates globally. These are just like few directions that academics might consider pursuing in future studies, which could contribute significantly to our understanding of post-colonial literature and, of course, for the theory. So this is the end of my speech, and thank you all for listening.